Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn on Power Query.
As we look in this particular file, we do have a data which has the date column, product column and quantity column. So basically what I want to do is I want to use Power Query to transform this particular table into this particular format, this desired result, whereby I want to segregate the date into the respective months and I want to segregate the quantity into the respective period like P1, P2, P3, whereby P1 refers to the first day 10 days of the month, P2 refers from the 11th to the 20th of the month, and P3 refers to the 21st up to the last date of the month. So how we want to segregate this into dedicated table via Power Query. So let's get started. So now what I'm going to do is I want to highlight this table. So first thing is I will go to this particular cell, Control Shift down so that it highlights until the bottom, Control Shift right, and then what I'll do is I will go to the data ribbon. Once I click the data ribbon, I will go to from table / range. Once I click it over here, you will notice that a small box will appear. So by clicking OK, you will go to Power Query Editor. So when you press OK, automatically you will go to Power Query Editor. So in this Power Query Editor, we do have the date, product and quantity. So what I'll do is I'll just format the date. I will format it into a particular date format so that it will show all the dates only. So replace column and there you go. So we have the dates, we have the product, we have the quantity. So what is the next step is I actually want to know what is the day of the month. So I will go to add column and then I will go to date, I will go to day and then I will click on the day. So the days here will show what are the days. Like this is 19th of the month, 20th of the month, 24th of the month. And then the next step what I will do is I will go to add column and under the add column I have conditional column. So I'll click conditional column and then you will notice a box will appear. So basically what I want to do is I want to actually segregate this to three different groups, P1, P2 and P3. So what I'll do is I'll click on the day column. So if just say it is less than and equal to 10th of the month. Okay, if just say this particular day is less than and equal to 10, then I will just write here P1. Then I will add a clause. I will click the same column name as day. So because we are referring to this day column, and then less than equal to, and this one here I write here 20. So less than 20 means I put here P2. Otherwise it should be P3. And then what I will do is I'll just press OK. So once I press OK, so now you'll have this data over here. You can actually change this into a text format. So I'll just click here, we have a text format. And then what I will do is the final step is I'll click this date column and then I will just go to date. I will click the month and then I'll click the month. So basically it will show the month. Okay, what month? Like July is 7th, 8th month, 9th month and 10th month. Then what I'll do is I will try to remove these two columns, which is this product column and also the day column. So select these two and I press delete. So right now we only have this particular column. So you also can remove this column as well. So right now we only have these three columns, the quantity, the custom and the month. So what I'm going to do next is I want to pivot the column. So I will select the custom, I go to transform, I select pivot column. So once I select pivot column, so values column will be the quantity and make sure I do sum. So I press OK. So here you go. So this is your data. So I'll rearrange the data. So here we have the month, here we have P1, P2 and P3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these three columns, select this and then I will go to replace. So I'll click over here replace and then I replace the null with 0. So null and then I replace with 0 and I press OK. And then after that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to home, close and load to, because I want to close and load to a different place. So existing worksheet and I will just click it over here. Let me just click it over here. So there you go. So this is the details of the data. So now if just say I add a new data, for example I put here 5th November 2024 and then I put here 8th November 2024 and I put 24th November 2024. So what I'll do is I'll put here A, B and C So I'll put here 10, I put here 20, and I put here 50. So now if you notice, I've added the data. So when I press right click and I press refresh, you will notice that we will have details for the 11th month, which is November. And then for the P1, which is from the first 10 days, we have 30 data. And then for the last 21st to the last day of the month, we have about 50 data. So basically, we can use Power Query to transform this table into this particular format.